Hi, this is Audrey Munger, and my paper for Journal Club is titled Alternative Methods of Normalizing EMG During Running. This study tested 3 different ways of normalizing EMG for a running study. The 3 methods were MVC, or maximum voluntary contraction, a 20-meter sprint, and a 70% peak running speed. MVC is tested by having the participant contract a muscle against a resistance at their maximum ability. This value is used as a baseline for testing. The 20-meter sprint recorded the average peak amplitude over the 20 meters, and the 70% peak running speed averaged the amplitude peak of subjects running at a 70% of their maximum for 5 minutes. These can also be used as a baseline for EMG testing. The 3 methods were compared on their repeatability, reliability, and sensitivity. This study used 12 subjects recruited from a local running club that participated in all 3 tests. The requirements for subjects were to be between 19 and 31 years old, to be between 1.6 and 1.8 meters tall, which is approximately 5'3" to 5'11", and to complete a half marathon in under 1 hour and 30 minutes. This is approximately a 6-minute 52-second pace or faster. This is not very representative of the general population because of the exclusive age, height, and skill requirements. In this study, subjects signed informed consent forms, and the study was approved by a local research and ethics committee. Subjects were brought onto the testing site 4 times, once to become familiar with equipment, and 3 separate times for each of the 3 tests. To take EMG measurements, subjects had electrodes placed on 6 muscles: the vastus lateralis, vastus medialis, rectus femoris, biceps femoris, and medial and lateral gastrocnemius. I would say the design of this study was well done because it got all approvals and followed a structured method of obtaining results. Data was analyzed using a statistical testing software, and all results were displayed as means plus and minus the standard deviation. Repeatability was tested using ICC, which is interclass correlation coefficient. It produces a number from 0 to 1, with values closer to 1 indicating higher repeatability. ANOVA with repeated measures was used to detect significant differences between the 3 methods. A turkey post-hoc test was used to detect differences in muscle activity between the running speeds, and 95% significance was used for all tests. MVC and the 20-meter sprint were more repeatable than the 5-minute run at 70% of maximum. The 70% and MVC had the most sensitivity to increase running speed. Overall, the 20-meter sprint method may be the best option. However, my group would have to think through how to have our subjects run with electrodes attached to our computer. Studies related to running are very popular in EMG research. As a runner myself, this is an interesting area of study to explore, making this article helpful for our future project. This paper has approximately 50 references, all containing significance to EMG testing. For example, 2 titles that caught my eye are ACSM Guidelines for Exercise Testing and Prescription, and Alternative Methods of Normalizing EMG During Cycling. This leads me to believe the study was well researched. Finally, here is the citation for the research paper I reviewed for Journal Club.